Hope you can hear me well. Okay, I'll start then. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to the first year's induction in Kussa. Who knows what Kussa is? Who's heard about Kussa so far? Many of us here have heard it. Come on, just here. Kussa is the Student Association for the School of Science, Engineering and Technology. Nani anajua science, engineering and technology? Unajua kwa school gani? Unajua kwa school gani? Kama mko tu ni sawa pia, haina shida, bado uko hapa, you're in the right direction. So if you're in the School of Science, Engineering and Technology, we'd like to welcome you here. And if also you're not, it's fine, we'll also welcome visitors. So as we begin, I'd like to ask all of you to please pay attention to our speakers for the day, because there's a lot of information that is going to be given here today that you will need to know and that will help you navigate as you continue with your studies in the school, this university, and also in your various courses. There are things that will be put forward to you that you need to pay attention to, and we hope that whatever information we're going to give is going to help you in a way. And as we continue with our program, in case you have any questions, we have different representatives that will be introduced later, but you can identify them as the guys who are showing you around, and also the ushers, and whoever you just see looks like they know what they're doing. They'll probably know what they're doing, so you can ask them a question in case you have any. So let us begin. Before we begin, we'd like to have prayers to thank God and welcome His presence in our meeting today. So, Mr. Ambrose Ike, wherever you are.
Good morning.
Good morning, thank you. Tafadhali naomba tuombe. Lord Jesus Christ, we thank you, Lord, for this wonderful time that brought us here together as scientists from the School of Science, Engineering and Technology. Father, we are here for this induction meeting, Lord Jesus Christ, where we are able to meet our lecturers, our deans, our HODs, Lord, and the leaders of this school, Lord, Father. Father, this meeting we call upon you, Lord, to be in our presence, Lord Jesus Christ, and may whatever we discuss, may whatever we talk, may whatever we interact with, Lord Jesus Christ, may be your glory and honor of this school, Father. We thank you and glorify your name. For this, in Jesus' name we pray and believe.
Thank you, Mr. Ambrose. Okay, now we begin. So under the School of Science, Engineering and Technology, there are 3 departments. That is the Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, or IT. There is the Department of Physical and Biological Sciences, and there's also the Department of Actual Science and Mathematics. So I hope, according to your course, you can be able to place yourself. Does anyone know where they belong? Just from the names, do you know where you belong? Come on, Afanya BSSF. Are you here? Is there anyone who's doing BSSF? Computer Security and Forensics. That is BSSF. Bachelor's in Computer Security and Forensics. Kuna mtu anifanya? Hamko? Nani anafanya CS? Computer Science? Kuna mtu anafanya CS? Nani anafanya IT? IT najua wako wengi. That's a big number. Nice. Nani anafanya Natural Science? Environmental Science? Nice, nice. I can see you. Environmental Science? Kuna mtu? Hakuna? Ama hamtaki kujulikana? Imagine siwaoni sura. Sijavaa miwani, so siogope. Nitaona tu kimua mkono. Okay, sawa, tuendelee basi. So, kwa hizo departments, there is each course has a class rep, I believe. Mkona class reps. All class reps mko hapa because you are a significant member to our association and we need your presence. If they're not, tafadhali waambie wakuje ama watuone baadaye. And there's also a Twitter page for us, which is also Kussa. There's an Instagram page also. So you might see yourself there, so pass by and follow us and give us a like and all those things and subscribe to our channel. Yes, I have become one of those people. Welcome to our YouTube channel, I should say. Anyway, I would like to welcome our head of the association, our Students Association, Mr. Kevin Kirabu. He will introduce what we are, what we do, and why you should be part of us. So, Bwana Chairman, karibu sana. Please come in.
Thank you very much, Sharon. She's a good host, right? She's welcoming, she's warm, she's jolly, right? Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk a bit about Kussa. And it's always a pleasure being around people and lovely faces such as yourselves. And welcome to Kabarak and also to the School of Set. I'm not really the chairman per se. I'm the vice president to our chairman, and he's not around, he's on attachment. I'm just filling in for a bit and then he'll be back. As you've been told, Kussa didn't start Kitambo. Kussa was formulated last semester. It's one of the new kids, new kids in the block. The primary reason why we decided to come up with the Students Association is that we felt that there's a need to merge the communication gap between us and the administration in the school, while also working towards ensuring that we churn out experts in the industry that are fit according to the trends that we have. And of course, to ensure that you guys have the wholesome student experience, because I mean, that's the reason why you're in university. You need memories to look back to. So since our promulgation last semester, we have initiated a couple of programs that work towards achieving the objective that I have stated above. We have initiated the fireside chats, where we get to talk with industry experts from different fields, depending on the departments that you're in, for you to get a glimpse of what really happens post-uni, so that we try and match that disconnect. That is one of the things that we've done. And we're still working towards greater and bigger programs to ensure that you guys are fit for the industry, And that is where we felt it's really crucial for us to, first of all, welcome you guys to Kabarak Uni as first years, and to tell you guys that you have someone to walk this journey with, and if you have any queries, any suggestions, any ideas that you feel you can use to better our school, we are open to them. Now, Kussa is, for the sake of reaching everyone in the school, we adopted a form of hierarchy to make it easier for us to get in touch with you guys. And like Sharon put it out, the topmost is the executive, which comprises of the chairman, in absentia, the vice. We have our Secretary General, who is also on holiday, but we have the very able Vincent Kamemia filling in for him. He also doubles up as our communications director. Vincent Kamemia, just stand and just wave at the crowd. Very able fellow. And then we have our treasurer, her name is Faith Ofula. She's also on holiday. But we have the very able Nachaki filling in for her. There you go. Our organizing secretary is also not in session on a gym karaoke. But we have the very able host, Sharon Munya, filling in for her again. There she is. So that is the executive, it's the primary decision-making function of the Kussa. And then past that, we have the council that incorporates the executive and the council. So the council comprises of representatives from each of your departments. Like she said, we have 3 core departments in Kussa. So for each of these departments, we usually hold elections for you to choose whoever you want to represent you in the council, And as has been pointed out, we have 3 departments. First one is computer science and IT, and departmental head is Bonadeden Okware. very able young man. We have physical and biological sciences. Looking dapper as always, Bon Mugabe. And then we have actuarial and mathematics department, Wadi. So if you have any queries or if you have any suggestions, they are the people that you will have links to, and that's the council. And then below the council, we have the final wing that is referred to as the caucus. I know it's a bit of too much formality, but it's very crucial and it helps in relaying information and carrying out our programs. So the caucus comprises of your class reps. Yeah? So for all the science courses, we have class reps. So for us to get to know what your grievances are, your suggestions are, your thumbs up are, we use your class reps because they are in tune with you at the lower level. So for all the class reps, they come together and they elect a common head of representatives who then sits in the council, right? So they relay whatever issues come up in the council to us. And that brings me to another very able young man, Ambrose Ike. He's the current head of reps. And basically that is the structure of Kussa and how it functions. I wanted to just go over it, and not too much in detail, yeah? And like we said, we are here to ensure that you guys get the most out of your university experience. And part of that is us collaborating with the various clubs, associations, societies that are linked to whatever we're doing as a school or project. In line with this, I will like to introduce a couple of clubs, 2-3 clubs. Because of time, we'll have to bypass that. And I think let me hand over the program back to our host, Ms. Sharon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to working with all of you. And welcome to Kabarak Uni. It's the best place to be, and have yourselves a good day. Thank you very much.
You guys can look better. Yes, as you can tell, we are understaffed, but we are doing our best so that you can have a feel of what it feels like to be a student in Kabarak University, and more specifically under the School of Science, Engineering and Technology. Now, as we move forward, does anyone know who is our head teacher or our principal? Does anyone know? Hamjui? Hamjui? Boys and Anyway, so here in university, we don't have a principal nor a head teacher. What we have is a dean. A dean is the head of a school. So in our various schools, in ours, for example, we have a dean, and his name is Dr. Peter Rugiri, and I would like to welcome him to speak to you and let you know about what is happening in our school and give you a better feel of what to expect and who to talk to and how you can go about everything that you need and all the information you need. So, karibu sana.
Yeah, thank you so much, our master of ceremony. Once again, clap for me. Yeah, thank you so much, our master of ceremony for today. And thank you for the program for today. I really thank God that we are here. Last week, if you can remember, we were together with you here before the chapel to welcome you to our school. This is also another opportunity to meet you as our students in the School of Science, Engineering and Technology. First, before I do anything else, I want to introduce the faculty members who are here, and also maybe do other introductions which have not been done by the Vice Chairman of Kussa. First of all, maybe you're not aware that in Kussa we have patrons. We have two patrons. Vice Chair, where are you? Should be seated. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have patrons of the Kussa. We have Dr. Elizabeth Akumu. Elizabeth? Yeah. And clap for her. Dr. Elizabeth is an engineer by profession, and I know that for those who are doing TLCM or physics anywhere, you'll be able to meet her in your classes. Dr. Moses Pinga is on leave, so you'll be able to meet him maybe next semester when he comes back. Also, for Kussa, we have 2 coordinators who help us in coordinating all the functions. When you are holding your meetings, the executive will want to have an eye of what you are doing and also to advise you accordingly. And so we have Mr. Advocate Kibut. Kibut is a faculty member in computer science and IT, and also you'll be meeting him in class for those who will be doing computer science and IT. So he's your coordinator. Kindly give him maximum cooperation. The other one is Ms. Daisy Nyang'anyi. That's your second coordinator. Because you see, the patron cannot be everywhere. The dean have so many things to do. If you wait for me, you will not get me. So I have to appoint some people to do the work so that we can be able to coordinate very well and we can get the communication as quickly as possible. So Daisy is also a lecturer in computer science and IT. Clap for her. In the School of Science, Engineering and Technology, as I told you last week, we have 3 departments, 3 establishments, as you have been told by the Master of Ceremony for today. The Department of Mathematics and Natural Science, and the head of the department is Mr. Charles Mwangi. So Charles Mwangi is your head for those who are in actuarial science, and any unit that you are doing in mathematics is going to assist you. We have also the Department of Biological and Physical Sciences, which is headed by Dr. Sela Kibene. She's briefed and she's away, but you'll be able to meet her as we go by. The other one is the Department of Computer Science and IT, headed by Nelson Masese. Masese is not feeling well this morning, but he has sent the representative, Mrs. Daisy Nyang'anyi is the one who is representing Dr. Masese. Clap for her. I think I've introduced everyone who is here. In the school, we have approximately 86 members of the faculty, 86, and you'll be able to be meeting them in classes as we go by. And I'm your dean, Peter O'Neill. I'm in mathematics. So for those who are in the Department of Mathematics, I'm also in that department. I'm the dean, but I'm also in the mathematics. For those who have thought, I've seen some of my friends here. There's BSc General. BSc General, I've seen some of my friends here. So we'll be meeting you specifically for pure mathematics. So thank you. I just want to welcome you as the issue, the big issue that we have today. And then, because I met you last week, once again to tell you, welcome to Kabarak University, and specifically to the School of Science, Engineering, and Technology. It's one of the largest schools that we have in Kabarak University. Started a long time ago in 2002 with the first batch of students being eight students only. And they were staying in block one. There were so few, we could not have taken them to the men's hostels. There were only 8. And so they had to use the staff quarters there so that we can be able to monitor them. So 8 only. I'm so happy to say that out of those 8, currently 3 of them are lecturers and they will be teaching you. So we are working together with them. Clap for me for the leadership. I will not mention them, but you'll be meeting them in class, and we are so proud of them, and we are still pushing that they continue working hard. Now, so we have approximately a population of 3,600 students in the school, and if we add those ones who are in attachment, it's approximately 4,000 students. So it's a big school. You know, for the first year, maybe the school that you are in, the population from Form 1 to Form 4, you are about 800, 500. This is a school with a population of 4,000. Okay? So take care, you can get lost if you are not careful. So, university is the highest learning institution in the world. Challenge me with any other institution on top of the university? Yeah, and anybody who learns in the university, we don't question about the brain capability. There's no question there. Other people somewhere have done good work, they have assessed you, and they have noticed that your brain capacity is okay. And you can come to university, and you can be able to comprehend and understand all what is taught in the university. However, the people that, I repeat this one because I said last week, the people that brought you here has no other work to do. That's why when you leave this place, you throw it, you can go to the gate and throw it to the other side of the gate. Nobody will ever ask you, where is that paper? It was only to help you to come to university. And now you're in university. You'll notice that any time from now, you go for the interview, the first paper they will be asking you is a paper that you got from the university, whether a certificate, a diploma, or a degree. That's the first paper they ask you. Okay? Yeah, so don't overspend your time celebrating that I got this, I got this. That is over. Celebration is over. Welcome to university. Maybe in a week's time or 2 weeks' time, you'll be doing your first exam in university. It is called continuous assessment test. So now I want to smile. And they are smiling to hear about the cat. Because the cat is only that marks, but is very unpopular with students. Very unpopular. So, let me give you very good news about you, that up to now, your marks is 100%. Clap for yourself. Hakuna mtu amepewa mark yako hata moja. You have first class honors of 100%. But maybe from the 2 weeks time, the time you pay for the first card, that is a countdown. That's a countdown. They will tell you the experience. And please, nobody should cheat you that there is any correlation between of what you did in Form 4 and what you do here. There is no correlation. And you notice with your friends as you go by, when you start doing the cards, When you do the first exam in the exam in university, you will notice that people will start trying to hide themselves. They will stop telling you which school they were in. They will completely hide. And they don't want to know that I was in this school. They will hide completely, they will hide their papers completely, and so on. We did a research, a small research, and we were surprised. We wanted to know, who are these people who usually get first class honors? Who are these people? And we were surprised. I'm not telling you. So please work hard. The first thing is nothing else, is to work hard. Maybe the final thing I want to say, education is an investment. Let's say AT, computers, BSc, information technology. Maybe it requires 3 million up to the 4th year. So you cannot invest 3 million to get a D. And sometimes even getting that a D, you tell you is not a joke. Yeah, but you cannot just invest 3 million to get a D. You must be a very investor, the Bible says. A good investor is the one who maybe you get an A or something close to an A. That's a good investor. And those things will follow you later on. Because in the industry, in the job market, they will check what you have gotten in your transcripts. Maybe you attend the interview, all of you having second class honors, upper division. In our times, there was a reason as to why it was called honors. You are honored of something. So if you got maybe a D or something, that time it was not honored. It was just second class. But nowadays, we have opened for everybody. Even if you have a D somewhere, you're also honored. So sorry for that. However, work hard, because the employer will check what you have got, specific grades that you have gotten in certain areas. And the employer is very fast to notice there is an A and there is another A which is italic. And there was a description down there. Italic means a retake. So 2 italics means 2 retakes. 3 italics means 3 retakes. My friend, what are you doing? You are telling the employer that I'm not a very smart person. Put me in your industry. I'll try this. When you have the company have failed, that's when I'll wake up. Hakuna employer wanaina hiyo. That first of all, to make sure that he goes to a loss, gets a loss, a big loss, and then you wake up. That's what the entire is interpreted in the industries. So make sure you don't have retakes. Do fast time, and you finish, and then it is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to talk to you today, and I know that I'll give the HOD maybe 1 minute to speak, those who are here, and then after that, I'll hand over the program back to the Kussa, so that they can be able to continue with today's program. You know, today is Wednesday. So we're also supposed to go to chapel. I don't want us to be late for that. Tomorrow we have the Vice Chancellor's address. Hope you'll be here for all the groups that were notified. Tomorrow at 2. We have also been instructed as the deans that will be here. So you'll also be here. The Vice Chancellor's address. Come for that. It's very important. Yeah? Most probably you will not have any other Vice Chancellor's address. Maybe the other one will be the time of graduation. And graduation is very far away anyway. It's not very near. There are several Christmas and so come for the Vice Chancellor's address tomorrow. Be smart and be organized. Now, and also, I know the classmates are at IU, and and the class tokens have been approved. And I've instructed, I will instruct after this the coordinators to pass by my office, and then they do the other procedure so that you can be able to get your tokens as quickly as possible. So we are grateful to the Vice Chancellor for approving the tokens for the membership. So thank you so much. I can really talk. I'm a scientist. I should not talk much. I should be in class. I'm very smart in class. They know me. So I should allow maybe Charles to come and maybe just as a one or two, and then you can allow, just allow everybody to say a word, yeah, because we have you. Welcome. The special exams are very near and supplementaries. Because we are having Senate meeting. There is a Senate meeting on 13th that is postponed to 18th. Somewhere 17 will be starting special exams and supplementaries. We are not good in these past years. And those things are not good.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. Hey, you look very bad. Even I can't hear you. You know, speaking after the dean has spoken, you lack words because he has exhaustively advised you the first year for the year 2022, September 2022. Once again, welcome. I have very few words to tell you because all what you are here now for is a completion of a journey that we started so many years in PP1, in PP2. Those who went in both in PP1 and PP2, you are still completing that journey, the journey of being sufficient in the economy. So that when you go outside there, you'll be able to fit in a certain industry. But you have been given a very golden opportunity by Kaparak University, a very golden opportunity to make you complete. In mathematics, when you are proving a function, we talk of sufficiency and completeness, so that we can conclude that a function is working. Sufficiency, you have it. You are about to get that degree. You are in the journey. You have been told you are 100% score. It's still there. Please, try to maintain within the margin of that 100%. Your sufficiency is intact. Your completeness, you have been given by that golden opportunity by Kaparak University. Because through the journey that you'll be going through of your education, which is the main purpose, you will be having an additional, that is education in the numerical perspective. You are given one requirement to come with, and it was checked, the Bible. Can somebody raise up the hand? From the day you reported to today, that is 5th of October. It's almost a month. Can somebody raise up the hand if he has read first Genesis and second Genesis? First Genesis and second Genesis. Kindly, anyone? From 5th of September when he reported to the 5th of October when he came. Today morning. Nobody. You mean you wasted more than 1,000 buying a very important manual for our life to make us complete. I would like to tell you, I don't want to go to the side of academics. We have been with you, mathematics, those who are doing maths, past years. I would like to just read one verse, then I conclude. So that you know that this, whatever you have been given by God, is very, very important. Take it, don't take it for granted. I would like to read the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verses 20, 21, and 22. My son, attend to my words, turn your ears to my sayings, let them not depart from your eyes, keep them in the center of your heart, for they are life to those who fight them, and health to their whole body. They are life to those who fight them, and health to the whole body. So you can see you are complete. In public, they have no such opportunity. They are left to learn on their own. You have a very good team in our school who will always be apparent to you, who have always been apparent to the cohort that are ahead of you. Always seek, if you have a challenge, pass through his office. If you have a challenge, pass through any of the head of departments that you are in. That's the physical science, the mathematics, and the computer science. So ensure that you follow the rules within the cover.
But I've been called a metro, which reminded me of school days. Metros were in charge of hotels, mess food. So I'm very hopeful that one day we're going to eat, isn't it? Yeah, I've been in charge of that. So basically, the only thing I want to tell you is that by virtue of you making it here, means that you have beautiful, creative mind. So the thing I want to tell you is that you should allow yourself to dream. You need to dream that you can innovate and create beautiful things. Once you start dreaming, you allow yourself to dream, then you'll be able to actualize that. Yes? You want to see the next big things from you people. And members of staff are here to help you in the way that you need in doing that. Thank you very much.
Help them to know the clubs that we have, and we'll encourage you to participate there actively. We want to see innovations. We are the School of Science, Engineering and Technology. We want to see innovations from the school, and we'll reap big from the innovations. So don't forget about that, and always pray for guidance. Otherwise, we'll be meeting in the classes, and I wish you the very best.
thank you very much for choosing Kabarak University. We don't take this for granted. I also want to thank the officials. Thank you for the good work. I'm actually standing here also as an alumni of Kabarak. Actually, I think I'm one of those 8 students. I'm actually one of those 8 students that the dean was talking about. I actually joined Kabarak in the year 2002 and left in 2005. During that time, we didn't have such a platform like you guys. You guys are pretty much privileged. I remember one time we had some issues, very small issues, and we didn't have such a platform. You guys are privileged. I remember that time we actually organized and we stopped our former president, Daniel Torres, as students that time, right here at the auditorium, because we didn't have a platform where we could actually, air our issues. And I remember we went and stopped him, he was actually now, he had actually retired from being the president, but he still had those chess cards, so we stopped him right here at the auditorium. And so he stopped, and asked us, what is the problem? We told him that, the food in the mess was not that good, and we wanted fries and chicken. And we'd be like, did you come to Kabarak to eat? But anyway, that's a story for another day. But immediately, I think after that, the following week, we actually got our prize. So, but anyway, in Kabarak, I'm sure you will come out as a all-rounded person, both academically and also spiritually, right? So I don't have much to say. One thing that I want to emphasize, which my colleague Daisy mentioned, is that when it comes to innovations, right? Innovations are things that drive businesses, right? And just because you're a first year doesn't mean that you cannot what? Innovate, right? And especially, I'm talking to those, especially those that are doing IT and computer science. Computer science is about what? Computer science is about passion, right? Yes, you can go to class, read all those algorithms, do those programs, but if you don't have passion, I'm telling you, you're not going anywhere, right? You can get some people that you can score a very good A in computer science, first class. But when you go to the industry, and you're told to write a simple program to determine whether a given number is odd or even, without using Google, I'm sure, some people will not even write those programs, right? So what I want to tell you is about passion. Just do things beyond what is given in classwork. Know what is happening, I've been teaching artificial intelligence for 40 years. Sharon, because he's one of my students here. And what I normally tell them is, just go beyond, right? Do extra. Whatever the lecturer gives you, do what? Extra. And I'm telling you, you're not going to regret. So thank you very much for joining Kabarak, and I wish you well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to our faculty. I just want to tell you that I didn't want to say he's one of them, but I'm so proud of him. On the side of innovation, it's very good. I've taken our students outside the country several times, in USA, Germany, and remember in one case we were number 2 in the whole world in the computer cloud tracking. It's so good, it's recognized by Huawei, the kind of the work he's doing, and Cisco. So we are so proud of him. And this graduation in 2 months' time, from my record I can see, is going to be a doctor. And one of his supervisors is Dr. Elizabeth. So keep it up. Yeah, the time to be in 2 months. Keep it up. God bless you. Thank you. Now, let me take back the program to our MC so that we can carry it from there. May Almighty God bless you. Thank you.
Let's give them a heart. So as you can see, our faculty are very passionate about what they do, and I can tell you for sure that they are ready to work with you. Those rumors that you had in high school, at Kussa University, utafanya 98%, lecturer unafanya 2%, that does not apply in our school. It does not apply in our school at all. They are here with you every step of the way, and they're ready to help you. So I want to... Sorry about that. I want to continue from where they left off. The last two speakers, Ms. Daisy and Mr. Kipkebut, have talked about clubs and associations, and they have mentioned that you need to be innovative as long as you're in the school of set. And I also know that social settings can be a bit awkward when you're in first year. You don't know where to go, you don't know who to talk to. You might have all these ideas, you have all this time, but you don't know what to do with yourself. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the representatives of the 3 clubs that are under Kussa. That is Actual Science Association. The representatives, as I mentioned, the clubs, please come forward so that you can say something for 1 minute to save on time. So Actual Science Society, She-Hacks developers, and Google developers. Please step forward. So these are the people who you're going to talk to in case you want to join the clubs and involve yourself with whatever they do. They will give a brief description of what happens in their clubs and the contacts that you need in case you need to talk to them. So I'd like to welcome Mohamedin Bashir Hassan for
Thank you very much, my good friend Sharon. So, as she has said, my name is Mohamedin Hassan Bashir, student, cybersecurity student in Kabarak University. So, I'd just like to introduce a brief little thing about She-Hacks. She-Hacks is a cybersecurity hackathon platform that is based in Canada. So we do have a Kenyan version, and we have launched. Not used to this thing. Anyway, so we are introducing. This is actually the first time we're setting up She-Hacks in Kabarak University, and what we'd like to do is create a platform from where we can practice cybersecurity, practical skills. So instead of just having theoretical aspects of cybersecurity, we want you guys to have practical implementation that you can use even in the everyday scenario. So we'll not talk about the importance of cybersecurity or into the details of that. That will be discussed in the club discussions. But just a brief summary, we do discuss things like threat intelligence, ethical hacking in general. So please, if you're kindly interested in joining the club, you can reach out to me. But my email is mmbashir@kabarak.ac.ke, or you will also send a group link to the Kussa, and I hope we get to see you there. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
So, hello everyone. My name is David Saroli, grade 19, 3.1, and I'm the colleague Google Developer Student Plant. So, Google DAC, it's a global club, and we have a Kabarak University branch. So, basically, what we need to do, maybe to our leader mentor, like we need to innovate, we need to be those people with smart minds. See kuongea. Actually, the motto in Akwanga, the talk is cheap, show me the code. So, to the meet, we will meet there, mostly tunapatananga every Saturday, 9 to 1, kule library conference room. We have also hackathons, mostly we take them to Kabuo. Currently, there is a boot camp going on AI. We are together with Madam Daisy and Mr. Andrew Kikebut. Let us come and share ideas, let us come and grow together and develop together. Also, I think last semester, Mr. Andrew Kikebut and other guys were here at Arusha, Data Science Africa. And June next year, there will be one again. We will be going to Rwanda. I will be going. You will be going. I don't know when. Yeah, so guys, I'm welcoming you. Let us come and innovate and contribute. Actually, we've been contributing to live projects in Kenya. There is a Health IT, Kenya EMR, CPMS. We have been contributing and we have been growing. So we partner test constantly our market before doing this. So welcome all. Let us come and develop. We are partners, all of us, She Hacks, there's also Women in Tech. So we are all partners, Zindi, and we organize hackathons, boot camps, and other sessions. So let us come, all of us, to join Pamoja, and we grow together. Sasa.
So I'm here to just actually students who are around who will be taking a tour. This is actually the best place to begin. We have the best lecturers, the best resources. I think to be one of the best in the country. And about course, our main aim is to make sure that you grow, both as a person, as an actor, and also as a student. Having fun is also part of our theme. So why should you join us? Like for instance, this month we are organizing together with Kussa to have a BDC, that is a product development. So you're encouraged to attend. We're going to have a Western Region competition this next month to this university. So please be innovative. Whatever idea you have, you are so encouraged to come. And yeah, we're going to have a very fun. So I'm a practitioner, not good at talking. So that's I'm used to. It will be sad for me to not mention one of my members. He's actually he's in the council for the Actuarial Society of Kenya. It's like the most prestigious body in actuarial in Kenya. If you're taking actuarial and get the position, that guy is not fine. What else? I would like to say one thing. If you're taking actuarial, it's not an easy ride, but it's one of I think the most beautiful thing I've ever done. Classical conquer to new formulas, name to apply them. Always explain. Become msichana kwa the lab categorize application. The difference is that sisi tunatumia formulas peke yake. So after I would like, if the classroom for the actual will be here, it's good with it, then start to turn on the remaining. Karibuni sana.
Let's give them a round of applause. Those at the back, Nico. Au mko nyuma mko? FPL points zimeongezeka? Mko? Okay. So, about these clubs, we will send you the details on how to join all of them on our group on WhatsApp. So if you're a part of the group or you need a link, please let me know. We will send you the link and how to join all these clubs. And after, if you also want to talk to them, they will still be here, so you can get them. Anyway, if you see them around, don't fear to approach them. They're very approachable people, and they will help you in every way that you need. Thank you very much. You can have a seat. Okay, so as I'm about to conclude, since we don't want to take much time, any comment?
Maybe a bit of reaction to that. Clap for them. In the school, I have a very good budget. budget even to take you to Germany, and will tell you that. Canada. What are you about to die in a bus? We need 2 buses. And as a school, we have a budget and we are ready to sponsor that. So I want to tell you that we support you very well. We support you 100%. Continue working hard. For this gentleman, just that in the true sense, just that, yeah, he's a very hard working person. I understand now you are one of the members in the Children's Society of Kenya. Keep it up. He's very hard working. I came to know him from first year. From first year. When I met him from the first year, we could do our class and then the other students go away. You always followed me to my office, ask me questions, and sometimes going beyond what we are learning in class, sometimes researching other different areas. Right? We have a lot of urge to do things. There's a research we are doing on Abel. Have you finished? Abel's theory. Abel was a crazy guy in mathematics. He managed to prove 1 is equal to 0. So we are still doing some research in him. We are trying to negate Abel's theorem, which he proved was about 10 pages. 10 pages. We are trying to negate his proposition, and we see how we can be able to. So I want to see where you have reached. Me, I've reached somewhere. So just come and we collect the notes. So we support clubs and societies. Actually, in my desk, the Vice Chancellor have also approved another document on, I think it's at IBM, who was supposed to come and talk to us. Yeah, IBM, and other software developers. I think it is next month. Yeah, it has been approved. We are supporting you. And this is a place to get the skills. Okay? Yeah, this is a place to get all the skills. As I told you, we have also the academies, we have Huawei, and also we have the Cisco. Don't be idle. Last month at 1, we had a Nakuru show. And we had our students, three of our students, through the leadership of Dr. Adol to be in his leadership. We managed to scoop first position and the first best ICT start for that season in Kenya. So you see, come to my office, I will show you. It is just there in my desk. So we can do a lot. Thank you.
One thing I will tell you, in university you're supposed to have a very good experience. And your experience is not going to be from class. So please, every time you see an event happening or a club being mentioned, let it pique your interest and find yourself being included in those things because they will help you. And now that you're in university, the biggest level is not national. Here we're talking international, and you need to be part of it. Do not let your experiences go to waste. So we will be having a lot of things happening this semester. Our calendar of events is fully packed and ready to go. We are going to be announcing these events on our groups, on our social media, and also when you see posters around in the STC, every other notice board that you pass in the buildings that are in this school, please pay attention and let it pique your interest. Be interested and you will have a very good experience in this school. So as we conclude, I would like to invite the class reps who are here to please remain because we need to talk to you about a few things on a personal level. And also, as you continue with your day today, I hope you have a good day because it's a good Wednesday and you have started it off well by being here. And we appreciate that you have found the time and the energy to join us in this event. So I'd like to ask our executive, the council and our faculty members who are present to please remain behind for group photo. And also, whoever has an inquiry, you can see me after this event. So, since that is all, I'd like to close with a word of prayer. So please let us bow our heads and we can pray. Our dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this morning. We want to ask you to be with us during the day in all our activities. We thank you for being with us as we have had this induction meeting with our first years, who we are grateful for to be in our presence and in this school. Dear Father, we ask you to be with them as they continue with their courses and their education. May you guide them and protect them, and may you see them through their purpose in life and their purpose in education. For it is in Jesus' name I pray and believe. Amen. Thank you. My name is Sharon Munya, and I did not say that earlier. And I am the class rep for Computer Security and Forensics 4th year. And I am also an executive committee member as an ex-official. Next year is when we will be having our election. I've seen in our groups that people are posting and pushing for the people to be elected, but those are for the Kussa, which is the bigger body that we're under. So ours will be next year and all information will be passed then. Okay, there's a QR code outside in the auditorium still. There's a QR code that has been posted there. If you want to join the Google Developers Club, you just scan there and it will take you directly to their group. So that is all. Have a good day and I will see you around.